Peggy has been compared to Harriet Tubman, who ran the Underground Railroad and saved thousands of slaves one by one. What she and her colleagues have done is to create a network of safe places where women under pressure can find refuge, they can find themselves, and they can save their babies. Under her leadership, Heartbeat International has grown to become the most expansive network of life-affirming volunteer ministries in the world. They have nearly 1,100 affiliates in 43 countries, helping an estimated 2 million women every year. If the unborn child facing abortion is the loneliest person, then the second loneliest surely is the mother. Peggy and her colleagues, they're there to hold her hand, to give her compassion, and also the care she needs to save her life and the life of her baby. This is the service wing of the pro-life movement, and it is our glory. For helping 2 million women each year, one woman at a time, with a lot of courage along the way, Peggy Hartshorn is awarded a 2008 Life Prize.
I was driving in my car down the street in Columbus, Ohio on January 22nd, 1973, when I heard the Roe v. Wade decision announced. I felt a call at that point to get involved. I just felt God calling me. I thought my life was going to be as a teacher for the rest of my life, and God surprised me. And as I became involved in pro-life, one thing simply led to another. We started a local pregnancy center, and we opened our doors on January 22nd, 1981.
What's amazing about Peggy is when I met her, it was 15 years ago, and she had already been in the pro-life movement for over 20 years.
Then I felt another call, which was in November of 1992. And I knew that God was calling me at that point to give up my full-time teaching job and become the president of Heartbeat International.
I immediately gravitated toward her because there was something in her disposition, the way that she looked at ending abortion. There was such a resolve.
Well, unlike some people who advocate causes, she sees the whole spectrum of an issue. She saw the need for legal protection for the unborn, but she also saw the need for compassionate service to women, to families.
So in a historical sense, she's sort of like the Underground Railroad network that was built to help individuals one at a time until America woke up to its senses. And that's, I think, the historical movement that she's birthed, is the pregnancy help movement, which is all grassroots, helping one woman or couple at a time through a very difficult part of their life, helping them to make a choice that affirms life. And that'll be historic in generations to come. They'll see where it all began.
You know, we're in the second generation now of people whose lives have been saved by the work that's been done by alternatives to abortion around the world. So we can firsthand see the generations that have been saved, and the world will be changed because these people are in the world.
If young people are looking to not waste their life, then they ought to look at somebody like Peggy and say, I'm going to give my life to that kind of thing and purpose.
It's been a long struggle, it's a long battle, and it's not over. And yet she still holds her head high, her shoulders back, and she still does the great work of Heartbeat.
If you feel God is calling you, say yes. Say yes. Even if you feel that you're not qualified, you don't know what He wants you to do, because God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Peggy Hartshorn.
Thank you first, Mr. and Mrs. Ruddy, for your vision and your leadership in our movement, and for making this wonderful honor for our whole movement possible. I want to thank the nominators, the judges, and all who have made this evening possible. And I want to acknowledge my husband, Mike, who has been my partner and major support in every step of this work from the very beginning. We've been married now 39 years. My mother, who's here tonight, my children, our children, Tim and Katie, other family members, dear friends, and my wonderful colleagues with whom I work side by side. My life prize will be given to Heartbeat International for Option Line, for raising up the African American and Hispanic leaders in our midst, which we call the third wave, for advancing alternatives to abortion internationally, a major part of Heartbeat's mission. In the early 1970s, when some wondered out loud, would it take us 5 years to get a human life amendment or 10 years? At that time, a wise mentor told me, we're not sprinters, we're long-distance runners. And I've learned since then that we're actually in a relay race. And it's exciting to see so many of the fresh, new team here tonight, those whom I and others will someday be passing the baton when the Lord finally releases us to do so. I want to assure you out there, the next generation, that the Lord is preparing you right now for the roles that He is calling you into. But you must stay close to Him. Let Him lead. Don't get ahead. You're on His team, not the other way around. The best reward when you allow the Lord to work through you is that you get to truly experience Him, His power, His love, and you get to see Him in every sacred life that He has created in His image. Thank you all, and God bless everyone.